I think one of the most upsetting things really about the political system in Singapore is this very, very condescending tokenism that the government loves to employ. And of course, it's one thing to just sort of look at it and then say the GRC system makes absolutely no sense because it doesn't, right? But the resultant effect of tokenism that it creates is absolutely damaging because it obscures the fact that we are really living with a government that has very little concern for issues of race, or class, or a person's positionality, right? I mean, where by putting somebody as this token up there and saying, here's your representation, here are your issues, right? It just obfuscates and it obscures the fact that very little is really being done. And then at the same time, simultaneously, when we want to talk seriously about race, when we want to say, hey, why is it that all of the people being, or most of the people being executed, where the death penalty is coming down on them, why are they all disproportionately minorities? Then we're not allowed to talk about race, right? Or when we think about like the Little India riots, or when we think about Subhas and Priti discussing race and expressing their concerns about it, then we're not allowed to talk about race. Why is that allowed to happen? It's because of the tokenism. It's because whenever these things happen, they can point and say, we've got Halimah Yacob here, we've got Shanmugam here, right? It's a very, very pernicious and sneaky little thing that they've done here. I'm a minority to some extent. I don't buy this tokenism at all. Hear minorities when they speak about issues that they want to speak about. Don't come down on them. Really listen when issues are aired and stop with this tokenism.